As I mentioned earlier, there are two things that the system will eventually achieve. One is expanding and facilitating trade, and the other one is making SMEs grow and be more uh, productive in terms of employment generation. As you know, ADFIAP core initiative is also in those two areas. We have members that provide trade financing at this point. We have members, export credit agencies. We have Exim banks members. And on one hand, SMEs are really the um, most of our member DFIs would have SME portfolio, lending portfolio in their operation. So I guess this Human Wealth initiative would certainly have an impact and perhaps would be beneficial to members in terms of opportunities, not only in terms of providing development in the SME sector, but also in trade financing.
They are either plug-in or portal-in access. They're available to every SME on the planet at no cost by their own trusted technology providers. There is, however, we think, an ultimate benefit that is of special interest to ODFIOP member institutions. As a result of all of these business tools and the information that is streaming through this digital trade platform, we can develop a powerful composite financial dashboard. And this dashboard provides information on the SME that is comprehensive, that is corroborated by third parties, that is real-time, and that is transparent. This is all the information you want to have about an SME. This helps you as lenders extend all of the financing that the SMEs really need, and it lowers your credit risk. We believe this is an extraordinarily powerful tool and one that will help all of you achieve your objectives even more fully than you do today. What are the benefits of this initiative to ODFIOP members? We see three important benefits going forward. First, as we've just described, transparent, real-time financial information on your SME customers. This does two things. It lowers credit risk, which increases your safety and soundness. And second, it allows you to expand loans to SMEs that are demonstrating business excellence. This increases your profits. The second thing that this initiative will provide as a benefit to you is it provides a regional dashboard. And you saw an allusion to this in the video. Imagine a real-time monitoring dashboard that shows the level to which businesses in your region are achieving efficiency, transparency, and business excellence. This real-time monitor essentially lowers your project risk when you as development banks are funding infrastructure projects. And in short, it means you fund the projects with the highest returns. And there is a third benefit, one that we're very excited about, the GCEL Global SME Fund. We have committed as a Swiss nonprofit to creating a global SME fund that will have three objectives: to finance SMEs, to fund regional development, and to enhance the lending capacity of people and institutions just like you that have worked so tirelessly in this field for many, many years. This fund will be portioned through two mechanisms. First of all, GCEL will have a global R&D program with 8 subcommittees. One of those subcommittees will be our SME subcommittee. As one of those 8 subcommittees, it will share in an R&D fund that will be funded through a revenue sharing mechanism. By 2020, this revenue sharing mechanism could generate a pool of $18 billion to be shared among the 8 subcommittees. But secondly, and much bigger opportunity, because of the commitment of GCEL and its finance association members, we have dedicated a portion of the revenues that will flow through the financial services associated with the digital trade platform. And this could reach a projected $900 billion by 2020. How would this fund operate? Well, much remains to be determined in terms of the specifics, but we see 5 guiding principles that will operate in this fund. Number one, all of the funds will be distributed on a competitive bid basis to development banks, institutions just like yours. Second, the funds will be committed to funding SMEs, whether that's operating capital or capital expenditures, or it will also be committed to regional development projects, the kinds of infrastructure, hard infrastructure that you frequently get involved with. A third operating guideline will be that we will require a match. For high-income projects in high-income countries, we will expect the provider, the applicant to match 75% of the total amount. In mid-income countries, only 40%, and in low-income countries, where we believe we have the best opportunity to change the world, only a 5% match will be required. We will give priority to projects for SMEs and regions where we see a high level of commitment and achievement in using the efficiency tools associated with the digital trade platform. And last but not least, we think it is important to recognize the important work that all of you do. And thus, we are committed to providing a 5% portion of the distributed funds so that you can enhance your capacity and improve all of the good work that you're doing. All of these issues that I've discussed with you today are part of a special publication that we put together in collaboration with ODFIOP called The Tools and Roadmap for SME Prosperity in the 21st Century. There are copies on the table that you will be able to pick up on your way out. We encourage you to read this, and we look forward to your discussion of it. Last but not least, very quickly, let me talk about how we can work together going forward. GCEL and the global team of strategic partners that I've talked about this afternoon, we are committed to launch HumaWealth this year. It's already begun, as I mentioned, in Asia, between Indonesia and India, with strong participation by Malaysia. We also have committed to provide the tools I've described today to every SME on the planet at no cost to make them prosperous in the 21st century, because we truly believe that SME prosperity is a critical pillar of the new economic order. And last, we have launched the SME Global Fund. And we would propose for your consideration to make ODFIOP, or a designated representative from ODFIOP, the first chair of our SME subcommittee, which will provide important oversight to this SME fund and also provide strategic support to implementing the fund. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to be here. We have another critical piece of the question and answer to come, but thank you all so much for your kind attention.